All right. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Planet Xbox episode 49. Happy to be here today. We got the crew in here. I think we're just waiting on Chris Righteous. But first of all, I want to give a shout out to Dopest J. Welcome. What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing? How's everybody doing? Make sure you guys drop a like and share the stream. Everything's been good. I just started streaming. Well, I just came off of streaming some Iron Banner on Twitch. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch /CokeboyJ for some really good PvP gameplay from Destiny. Other than that, we've been chilling, working on some other things on the side. Shout out to NickBanks. Got that headset secure for him, and we good.
Yes, what's up? What's up? Speaking of NickBanks, what's up?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's up to the chat? What's up to the whole panel? You know, we here. You know, Dope Boy got the headset secured for me with a little bit off top. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's our games.
Yeah, speaking of games, I mean, you didn't want to play in Madden yesterday, but you decided to use that time to get your ass waxed in NHL.
Look, but the last game I played them in, we went into overtime. See, you know, I need a challenge, man. I beat you the last time we played Madden.
No, we didn't. No, you didn't. You remember we played right after, and you couldn't touch me. So, Swans, man, it's been a while, man. How you doing?
No, it was good. What's happening to the panel? What's happening to the chat? What's happening, everybody? It's your boy. I am back off a hiatus. I had some things to do, some situations to handle. Now I'm back. Just been gaming. I'm ready to talk these sneak peeks and possible games coming to Xbox. Let's talk about it.
All right. And Man, Logan.
All
right.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Planet Xbox. Just glad to be here to talk about another week of awesome news and some gaming. I think we got lots of stuff to definitely talk about today for sure. So, yeah, let's just get to it.
And before we get into this, so right now what everybody's looking at, you guys are looking at the leaderboards on Xbox for the month of February. We got maybe 2 more days or so before this thing resets. And as you guys been seeing, after falling out of the top 5 in January when I was holding down like the top 2 spot, I fell out of the top 5. I think I ended at like number 7 or number 6 with like, I think maybe 4,000 or almost 4,000 gamer score. Here I am thinking I'm easily taking the number 1 spot, and then something tells me, oh, check the leaderboards. And old man Logan found a way to muster up 7,670 points. What the fuck are you playing?
I'm playing all kinds of things, man. Leave me alone.
Hey, I got a question about this though, Smooth. Where's Randall Thor at on this?
Randall Thor is if we go to the full leaderboards, but I don't mind being number 2, even because I know I'm number 1 on majority of everybody's list, with the exception of Old Man Logan. It's taken Old Man Logan some Herculean. Thank you. Herculean efforts and some Bernard. I got to the point where I started looking at his games like, what the fuck is he playing?
Dude, I'm playing such obscure games, man. I'm just playing some. Since you haven't refreshed though, I'm actually at 8,410.
See, that's some bullshit. What are you simultaneously playing games on Xbox and PC, getting duplicate achievements? I'm not gonna catch you, but I thought I had a shot last night when I saw you. I was like, all right, this is manageable. This is like 2 easy games to like burn through, and I should be just above them. If you're at 8,000 now, then there's not much for me to do. All right, so if we're looking at the top 5, we got Old Man at number 1, yours truly, Kid Smooth, at number 2, Smartest Prime at number 3. He does the Xbox Series S comparisons. He like reviews Xbox Series S games, showing people what they look like. I think he calls himself on YouTube, I think, his Xbox Series S reviews or something like that. I don't know. But an Xbox dude, he torched me last month. So it looks like I'm going to finish ahead of him. OK3 Deku, I honestly don't know who that is. Undead usually consistently beats me, but he's number 6. He's number 7, I'm sorry. Big Dave, don't know who that is, but he's number 8. Did you see all these names rattling off? If they were ahead of me, I would have removed them from my friends list because I don't know who they are. But they're not ahead of me, and so it's not bothering me. Real Gamer 27, I know who he is. He's a YouTuber. He's number 11. G400, now he's usually at the top. He's usually in the top 3. So it's good to have this significant lead on him. Rand is number 14. The man with the million. He's number 14.
Damn.
$1 million guy.
And there you go, Nick. You're at number 16.
Yo, I've been putting in a little bit of work, man. I put in a little bit of work.
Yo, Randall Thor came right on schedule. He says, "Don't tempt fate, Smooth. I could have literally your channel score in 30 minutes. Don't push it."
You on vacation?
He said, "You challenge me."
No. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So, if anybody should, Rand is probably the only person that knows how this was like, why I'm at this point. Because I watched Xbox Soup podcast. Was it earlier this week, and he was going over this publisher that releases like $5 games, right? And he's like, but the achievements are like easy to get, and the games that they're publishing, these are like Steam games that just sneaking their way onto the Xbox store, right? And so I was like, wait a minute, who is this publisher? Because I'm curious. And so I managed to go back to the podcast and watch what he said, and then I looked him up on Xbox and I started to see some of the games. Some of them are quite interesting. They're not all like bad and whatnot. Some of them are actually optimized for the Series X games running at 120 frames. I mean, they're 8-bit, albeit, but I mean, the achievements are pretty easy, but these are some fun, decent games. So I went and started binging quite a few of them. Hey, they're games. They're games, and with these games and the achievement list, I'm going to hit like 2 milestones. I'm going to probably double the amount of games that I beat in last year, and I should like hit a new milestone for like achievements earned in a year, but we'll see. Shout out to Randall Thor. This is your fault, just to give you a heads up. This is absolutely your fault.
Yeah, it is.
And actually, the funny thing is, before I went on my binge, Rand was number 13 and I was number 12. And after the binge, I jumped 10 spots. All right. So, where do we go first? We got a couple things in the news for Minecraft Dungeon fans, which I'm a fan of, and I can't wait to get back. It's finally been optimized for the Xbox Series X, offering 120 frames and 4K. Well, 4K at 120 frames on the Xbox Series X, and 1440p 60 frames per second on the Xbox Series S. The update is available now. It's about 3 gigs big. And yeah, man, I'm ready to do some more co-op, jump back into it. Been a big fan of the Minecraft Dungeon series. I beat it once. I'm on the last boss on the second playthrough. Once I complete that, I would like to jump into some of those DLC expansions and earn some achievements. So if any of you guys are down, let me know. Any of you guys got like some thoughts on some Minecraft Dungeons? What are your thoughts on that game?
Hey, Chris in the jump.
Chris Righteous, man, how you doing?
Yo, what's up? My bad for being late.
No, you good.
No, I'm doing good, man. We finally got some water yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, good looking. Yeah.
finally, after 8 days with no water. But, I mean, yeah, no, other than that, I mean, just been doing a whole bunch of things and shit. I barely got time for gaming right now, but I'm still playing East 9, and my Persona 5 Strikers from Best Buy got delayed because of the weather last week, so I don't know when that shit's coming in now.
Damn.
But nah, other than that, man, it's all good, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's good to hear, Chris. That's good to hear.
It is milestone. And so yeah, as I was saying, Minecraft Dungeons got updated. You know, if you guys had any comments on that, any of you plan to return or try out the game?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
definitely return back to it. No, my bad, but yeah, I'm gonna return to it though.
Nah, I feel the same way you did. I'm not a Minecraft fan, but you know, Dungeons was okay, but
Yeah.
I guess I return to it, give it a try. You know,
I'll try it out.
Yeah, I'll go back to it. I don't have a 120 FPS screen, so I won't get to see that. But maybe some of the other stuff being updated for it will give a nice little jump to get back into it.
Yeah.
so you ain't got a 120 monitor?
No, I only got 60.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's all I got too. But I mean, it's doing me great. So
And I don't have a 120 hertz like a capture card either for like because like in my game,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
stream
yeah.
a lot.
no, nobody
So-
got that. So
Well, they Elgato just put out I think it goes up to 240 hertz. But
Well, Avermedia
it
has
goes
it.
into
You
the
could go up.
PCI port.
nobody is recording it up to that.
It wouldn't make any sense. Like, cause I know
Well, it's
Yeah.
like they got like it's like a sorry, my bad. It's like a 240 hertz like pass through.
yeah.
Pass through, yeah. So you can play your game and like record.
Yeah,
it through.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I think Avermedia, the card I have, has 100. I think it's 240 pass through as well. But the thing is that I think I need my monitor obviously isn't the monitors that I have isn't like capable of. I think they're capped at 60 hertz, and
Yeah.
the HDMI that's in the Avermedia is not 2.1, so you can only do it at like 1080p. So that's how it would do it.
That's the next thing is the prices of HDMI 2.1 monitors going down because when you look at the cost of a 4K monitor that has HDMI 2.1, it's close to a TV, and a lot of people are just buying big screen TV.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're pretty damn ridiculous right now.
Yeah, just need the
I think there was
cost
like
of
that
to
one
manage
that
them.
what Samsung was doing. That's like I want to say it was like $900 some for like a 28 inch.
Yeah, I know Acer has one.
Damn.
Acer has
Or
one.
maybe-
They're like
maybe-
$700 to $800.
I might be thinking of the Acer one.
Oh.
Yeah,
Acer,
some of these
Dell.
monitors are going like they're like that to get like the latest, like to get a monitor to take fully advantage of what you want of your Xbox. It either doesn't exist or it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's why like it's like there's some monitors that I was looking at and I'm like, but I'm going to be limited to 1440p at most. Like there's LG has this nice one. And that's what I usually work with, either LG or there's like some monitors from Samsung. But I know, BenQ and Asus and Acer, like, specialize in some of these monitors and whatnot. But I don't know, I have like this thing for like LG's displays. There was also a update or not an update, but an announcement for. Oh damn! I'm sorry. I just realized you cannot freaking pause Minecraft Dungeons. There was a update for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake. Is getting a next gen version. Now the thing that sucks about this is not like no smart delivery or like a free upgrade. You have to buy the cross-gen bundle, which is going for $49.99, which I personally think is too much. But it is going to be offering 120 FPS on Xbox. I'm not sure what the feature set is for the PS5 because I think what I read was from Xbox Wire or Xbox.com. But I'm almost assuming both both come to PS5 and the series consoles with probably the same feature set. So that's the next one. That's going to be March 26th, and also Marvel's Avengers. Coming, I think March 16th, they detailed their upgrades, which I don't know. A lot of people are like talking, but we know the Xbox Series S is going to get native 1440p 60, Xbox Series X native 4K 60 frames per second, And the question mark was so PlayStation, the PS5 will have 2 modes. There's a native 4K mode and then a checkerboard, I guess, performance mode, which I'm assuming is targeting 60 frames per second. So people were, sort of wondering. I was sort of wondering too, being that this is like, I know PlayStation has the marketing on this game, at least I believe, unless they just only have like the exclusive Spider-Man deal. But did you guys read about those details that came out?
About the Tony Hawk thing?
No, Marvel's Avengers.
Marvel.
I think their spec sheet was a little bit more controversial.
Hold up, was it for console or Hold up.
Yeah, shit, it was for console. I think it showed that the Series S was finally doing something like 1440 and 60. I think it said, and like people were kind of like shocked at that. And I think it was because they compared it to what the PS5 was doing, if I recall. Because I didn't pay attention to it. Like I just saw like it was doing 1440p on the S, and I was like, all right, bet. So that's all I paid attention to.
Oh, it's a checkerboard 4K 60. There's a native 4K version for not performance, for their quality mode. I assume, yeah, the quality mode. The native 4K checkerboard that's 60 FPS for performance, and then backwards compatible is 60 at 1080p and then 30 checkerboard for their 4K mode. Okay.
Then what was the controversy?
Then what's the Xbox?
The controversy, I'm pretty sure you see it now if you're reading.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right. Yeah, there's no performance mode on Xbox Series X. Why is there no performance mode?
Because it runs the default at 60.
Oh, okay. Yeah, native 4K 60. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's
so.
Right.
So there's 2 different options. Okay, I got you. Yep, I see it now.
Yeah, so they didn't need one. Like they didn't need a second option. Like it just runs.
Oh yeah, because Xbox Series X is just powerful, man.
So I mean, I don't know. And then there was of course some other updates that came out. I think Digital Foundry finally looked at Ghost Recon, Breakpoint, their next gen patches. They also revisited the Division 2 because I know that when PlayStation first. When the patch first came out, PlayStation was missing a whole ton of features, even stuff that was like.
It was like missing like volumetric fog. And, I think it was
for the Division.
Yeah, so
missing reflections.
So they updated that. They fixed that. So visually, is on par in terms of features. Obviously, the resolution is still lower than the other, and then there's the load time only improved by like half a second. So it's still like not as fast as it should be on the Division, but in terms of like 60 frames per second itself, it's still like I wouldn't say the most consistent, because I think Xbox gets the drops when those after you do like after you get like, you know how the shit like your shit upgrades and stuff like that, and that shit pops up on the screen, and like you get like a sort of like, I don't want to call it like a halo, but like some sort of holographic for momentarily around your character. It still showed frames there, frame drops there. And then as far as Ghost Recon, I guess the big deal about that was that one is I guess it's 1440p on both the Series S and the PS5. And the Series X there's the either native 4K 30 frames option or 1440p 60 option. I think in the PS5, I think 60 frames option is, I think, oh man, I forgot. But I think it was like, I don't know if it was like 1080p 60 or something like that, or dynamic 1080 that they're doing. So that was the other controversial comparison. But with backwards compatible games, like I said, it's already been established of what like how like developers have more, I guess, flexibility to enhance or optimize around Series X without it forcing them to release a separate game. Whereas,
separate version.
Yeah, separate
like
version. Yeah, I think you can only do so much with the PlayStation before you have to release. Now you have to release a PS5 version of that game, and obviously that becomes a cost problem. That's, I mean, how I understand it of why the PS5 games seem like the hold on to like PS4 Pro resolutions, but and feature sets, whereas the Series X, they sort of kind of go beyond what the Xbox One X did. But other than that, I mean, there's quite a few things going on. It looks like we have some PlayStation news. State of the Play will be taking place. Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay, so they announced that it's going to be how long?
It's about
What was it, like 30 minutes?
30,
Like an hour?
30 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah, they
half
said
an hour,
30 minutes.
Now, there was something that leaked on Reddit, but I'm not sure if it holds any weight.
It got debunked. That's fake.
It got
That's why
debunked?
He was a joking around.
Oh, okay, okay.
That list that was going
Yeah,
around
the
earlier.
Reset Eric Jones?
Yeah, it's completely
Yeah.
fake. It was already debunked.
Okay, all right.
All right, well, to our resident PlayStation guy, what is your expectations for the State of the Play?
I expect God of War Ragnarok to be announced for Game Pass.
Oh my God.
Ratchet and Clank PC day one and the Switch day one.
State of PC.
Yeah, might as well
State
be
of
state of PC. Fuck it, might as well. You know, no, serious. I think they're gonna show Kenna. I think they may show Deathloop again. I don't know if they'll show Returnal again. To me, it wouldn't make sense because they just released another trailer today for
Yeah.
Returnal.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Was it a
so they're gonna have
natural
a new
release or a leak?
Huh?
Was it a natural release or a leak?
No, they released an actual trailer.
Oh, okay.
For Returnal. They released a new, which that trailer looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. You know what's crazy? It's kind of it's showing the same location but the two worlds and how it's flipped. Like one, like it's like the same location but it's like completely different.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. But I just expect like Kenna, Deathloop, and whatever the PlayStation Plus March, because every Thursday, or the last Thursday of each month, is when they announce the PlayStation Plus games, right, for the next month. So obviously they're doing, State of Play the last Thursday of this month. So some people have been speculating. Some people are speculating Kenna can possibly be headlining, right? It's a brand new game.
That'd be
possibly
dope.
Headlining for PlayStation Plus. Another speculation I've seen is Final Fantasy VII Remake. Also, could be I don't believe that one, but that's what just some people are saying. Now I do think that Final Fantasy Remake is going to get shown, but it's going to be a PS5 version. Talking about definitive edition or whatever, added DLC and stuff like that. I expect that to be there. Other than that, the only thing I'm hoping for, maybe they show another Horizon. I don't expect God of War. God of War is not going to be there. I don't expect no Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid remake to be announced either at this show. But yeah, and then and they're gonna tell us that all the games are coming to Game Pass and PC.
Last of Us 2 update? What's up? Let me know. Last of Us 2 update.
I hope so.
Yeah,
that would be dope. They're talking about the factions. The
hopefully,
multiplayer.
like I want that.
Or you talking about the actual Yeah,
like an actual PS5 update and factions, like both.
The way it's looking like, we're probably gonna get Last of Us 2 60 frames on PC first before we even get that update.
Oh yeah. Destiny 2. No, that's
throwing that out there.
Last of Us 2.
Someone seems a little salty about that PC stuff right now.
Yeah, I'm not salty. To me, I don't know. I'm not salty at all. I just feel like they should just go all the way with it now. Fuck it. Like, help me out. Let me just, put everything on PC day one. And then I just say, fuck PlayStation, fuck Xbox, get everything on PC. It helps me out. I get everything on one shot. I get everything on one platform. Boom.
Don't worry about it, Chris.
This is just half foot in, half foot out. Nah, just go all the way.
No. Listen,
Xbox
guys experience the same thing you are right now. It's okay. People thought it wasn't going to be day and date with Xbox games, and then look what happened.
I've already accepted this reality.
Oh, I know you have. All these other guys haven't though. That's the issue.
I've already accepted. As soon as when Jim Ryan first got in the office, I was like, "Oh, you know what? Let me give this guy a chance. Let me see what Jim
Ryan's
his stance on things or whatever." After that, it's just him and Herman Ho has been saying some funny shit ever since then. And now it's like, but they've been telling us this for a while ago. They've been telling us that they're gonna move this, and then all these people was like, oh, it's good for gaming, it's great for that's fine, it's great for gaming, that's cool. To me, I'm like, you might as well just go all the way to fucking first. You know what I mean? Just go all the way there and let me know. You know what I mean? Like, why should I buy a PlayStation if this shit's gonna go on PC later? You know what I mean? Or PC, or possibly PC day and day. Day and day is gonna be my final stop because, to be honest with you, all trolling aside, I really don't think that they're gonna do day and day for the big titles just yet. I'm not saying that that's never gonna happen, but as for now, I still see like, you know, like the next God of War being PS5, but then if it comes to PC, it'll probably be like 3 or 4 years later, 3 years later, 2 years later, whatever.
Let me ask Nick this, because now you see what's happening with Sony now. You see Jim Ryan, how full of shit he is. Now we remember we made the bet about Spider-Man coming to PC. I'm still beholden to that
I'm
bet.
a little shook now. Now,
yeah, but you said after a year. You said after a year.
No, we actually said 6 months.
We adjusted it to 6 months. By the summertime, there's going to be an announcement for Spider-Man coming.
I just gave him June.
No, I don't think so. See, here's the thing.
I gave him June. I think
a lot. I think all the games that are on the PlayStation Plus collection, pretty much all the games that are pretty much basically free on PlayStation, right? Nobody's buying them shits no more. I think those are the first games to go on PC, and it's going to be a whole bunch of PS4 games, while the PS5 exclusives are going to be exclusives at least for a few years, and then, you know, after all this, that's what I think that they're doing. Is like after all the sales have dried up, like Horizon sales dried up, Days Gone definitely sales dried up. So then, like, fuck it, we just gonna double dip and put this shit on PC or whatever. Like I said, my stance is I don't like it because I feel like you're devaluing the console, devaluing like the brand of the console, the PlayStation and stuff like that. But they see something differently.
I'm gonna debunk that.
Yeah. Should I get that?
No, you can go ahead and debunk it. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
You can feel that way. Here's the reality.
I don't care. I know that's reality. I know that.
No. Let me explain.
Too deep.
No, hold up. Listen.
Let me tell you how you feel, man.
Listen, I'm still gonna get all these fucking games. They want Ratchet and Clank, God of War. Like, I'm still gonna be standing in line with a clown suit on. You know what I mean? Now, I'm still gonna be buying this shit day one.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, day and date, right there. That's the last straw. As soon as they announce, hey, our games are going PC day one, blah blah blah. Oh. That's it. You know what I mean? Fuck PlayStation, fuck Xbox, PC.
Let me tell him
because
why.
Why do I need a console if I can get everything on a superior?
You don't even have a PC now. You don't have a PC now that can play all of it.
Well, actually, I do have a PC, but I will. Well,
no. What I mean about it is you don't have a PC that's capable of running all of these games
at the same. Not right now.
Hold on, I ain't finished. Right? Right, yeah, but why even do that? Why pay more money to play a game because they put it on that platform?
Exactly.
Exactly. No. But see,
I don't get it.
You think it's just one of it's all in one. I'm saying if PC gets PlayStation games day one, why the fuck do I need I just go to PC and guess what? I can get Xbox, PlayStation, all them shits.
So
I think Chris is valid for feeling that way, but the majority of gamers the majority of gamers are not gonna do that. And you wanna know why? Because
this is not gonna make a difference.
You remember the Steam hardware survey shows the majority of PC gamers play on low end to mid range specs anyways. So the games that they're running on PC, a lot of these guys, they're not gonna have the same visual quality in terms of resolution and frame rates that the console has, unless they turn down the detail heavily. The PS5 and Xbox Series X are two very capable consoles, and they're capable of playing games at 4K 60, sometimes even 4K 120, right? Dynamic resolution or not, they get as close to 4K as possible and keep frame rates high. So that's the thing. When you talk about a lot of these games coming to PC, a lot of these guys are not going to have the same visual and the same visual experience as the PS5 and Xbox Series X. That's the thing that these guys are missing out on. So you guys already have the premium treatment as it is right now. If it ever comes day and date, you don't have to worry about it. Because the majority of these PC guys don't have 2080s and 3080s.
Hold on, let me clear something up. I'm saying if all PlayStation games from here on out, or whenever they announce it, goes to PC day one, then to me, why do I need a PlayStation? You know what I mean? Anything that's why I have a PlayStation. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. Horizon Zero Dawn came 3 years later. Why would I leave PlayStation because Horizon Zero Dawn came 3 years later. I already played this shit. So at that point, it doesn't matter. I'm talking about when it's day and day, because it's like, yo, if there's one platform you can get every game from everybody, right? From Xbox, from PlayStation, right? Steam, Epic, or whatever. Why would I still hold on to a fucking?
I can't.
That's you. Hey, you can do that.
Hold up, let me break it down. Like I completely understand where Chris is coming from. I do, but to understand what they're doing and like why they're doing it, like this is this business. So it's like I completely like these people who are gonna stick with PlayStation. This is because this is where they want to play, just like with PC people. And you see like a lot of PlayStation dudes, like I'm saying, the dudes who already have their rig set up, they've invested all the money, all that shit. Like these are dudes who don't have to invest any more towards that. All they gotta do is be patient and wait. So like you see a lot of these PlayStation dudes, they like, oh yeah, man, you're gonna be waiting 2-3 years for the fucking game. Do you not understand that them people have put like $5,000 or more to their PC, and they're going to completely wait for these games to come, because that is their preferred place to play. Just like with playing PlayStation,
hold on.
just like with playing Xbox, and just like with playing Nintendo, people are gonna wait and play these games where they want to play them. But I understand what you're saying. Why you're upset?
Listen.
Like that. Like,
no. Actually, no. I'm not upset. I'm not upset at all. I've already accepted this reality a long time ago. Like I said, I don't like the move, but I'm not upset. It's like it's something that's like it's gonna happen. The shit changed. Things are changing. You know what I mean? This is what they're doing. This is what they want to do. Obviously, most people don't give a fuck. So most people, they're not gonna care if this shit goes to PC and everything like that. But let me clear something out for people who don't know me. For people who are like, oh, you know, you're not gonna do it because you're a console game. Listen, I did that shit at the beginning of this fucking generation. Guess what? I bought an Xbox One primarily, right before I got a PlayStation 4. I bought an Xbox One when it launched, right? Because I wanted to play Killer Instinct. I wanted to play Dead Rising. Rise looked great. Titanfall looked amazing, right? I thought that the first year launch lineup, to me, in my opinion, was better than the PlayStation. So guess what? I bought an Xbox One. Boom. After all them shits came out, the Titanfall, whatever, I wasn't satisfied. Honestly, I wasn't satisfied with the Xbox. So guess what I did? I sold that shit on Craigslist and bought me a gaming PC, and I got the highest end gaming PC at the time. PlayStation still didn't have a lot of games out that I wanted to play. So guess what? I just stuck for my PC for two and a half years, right? Until the Pro came out, and then I got the PlayStation. So for anybody to tell me, well, you're not gonna jump off, I already did that shit before because I wasn't satisfied with the console. I already did that shit before. So listen, y'all don't know me, so don't tell me if I'm in my feelings or if I'm not in my feelings, what I will do or what I won't do.
I got a good question for you, though, Chris.
PlayStation goes to PC day one. Anybody can bet me. Anybody can bet me any amount of money.
I can bet you any amount of money right now.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not, honestly. To me, the only thing I'm worried about is the quality of the game.
I'm a little mad.
Hold up, man.
No, because
Chris is wilding right now.
That shit right there, it irritates me when you be like, well, you sound mad or you in your feelings and stuff. Nah, that's the shit that gets me like this because motherfuckers keep thinking like I'm in my feelings. No, I don't give a fuck.
You're in your feelings, but
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
You capping though, Chris. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you a big JRPG guy.
And a lot of them are on PC.
Okay. A lot of them on PC. But a lot of them you played on PlayStation, and you know damn well a lot of those games you was gonna buy on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. You wasn't going nowhere, man. Come on, bro.
Well,
like these JRPGs, you're gonna continue to buy them on PlayStation. You are.
But if
all right, hold on, I gotta make sure I get this super chat.
All right,
go ahead.
Now the super chat was from Emmanuel A1. He said, "Yo, we need PlayStation Slender tonight. Let's go."
I'm not slandering PlayStation, but here's what I'm gonna say: it's good for business. The PC market's a very lucrative market. There's a lot of people that game on PC.
Yeah, I completely understand.
It's untapped. It's an untapped market for a lot of these games. We've seen how much Horizon sold and Death Stranding sold, and then a lot of these games, a lot of these popular games that these people play on the daily. We're talking about like Apex, PUBG when it was popping, Fortnite. These games started on PC and then they came to console afterwards. Like you have to understand that. Like a lot of these games, especially these multiplayer games, they start off from early access on PC, whether it's Steam or Epic, and they start popping off within the community. Then they come to console afterwards, and you see how big these games are. And then it's the reverse for console. They pop off on console, and those games get ported to PC.
Yo, stop this PC crap, bro. I'm not gonna let you do this.
Hey man,
No,
ahead.
like it's not like he's wrong though. It's like the casuals that we always say with such a demeaning manner. Like we're just like, oh yeah, the casuals ain't about to do this shit. The casuals is what keep these wheels turning. So like, I mean, yeah, like we have these hardcore people like us who watch these YouTube videos and shit like that on all these gaming consoles and shit like that. They don't do that. They just go out and see a console and purchase it. They're not gonna go and sit there and pick out a fucking PC case and know what the fuck to put in it. Like you gotta be like really enthusiastic to really sit down and do that and determine like what's the best stuff for you. Yeah, like it's just like these people are buying consoles because it's easy to do and it's simple, and that's what they gonna do. They gonna keep doing it. Like only these really militant dudes are gonna go out here and be like, yeah, shit, I'm about to smash my PS5. The game going to PC day one. You're an idiot. Like,
no, hold on, but the what I was saying to Chris though at first though, like it's a lot of PlayStation dudes that didn't buy a 360. I can name a lot of them. It's a lot of them that be amongst
I had a 360. I'm not console.
And I'm not talking about you, but for the most part, it's a lot of guys that's in the community right now that never even they won't buy Xbox One. They didn't buy a 360. Like these dudes, like they just loyal to that brand, bro. Like it's a lot of them like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. It's a lot more than what you think it is, and it's sad.
It's the time that they've invested into the things as well. It's just like they not about to leave that. They not about what I've seen PlayStation dudes say that like they be like, oh yeah, well. Shit, if they don't go out and buy a PlayStation, then they won't get the game for 2 years. I can tell you right now, that man who spent a couple grand on his PC, he's not about to go out and just pay for that just for one game. Like he will wait until he could play it at its best, at whatever his rig outputs, and like that's gonna be where he plays that game. He'll wait. Like I've seen PC dudes say it, they'll be like, yeah, I'll wait. Like I'll wait until I can play it.
This is
the way I want to play it. So,
but there's a lot of fake PlayStation like gamers that I've been noticing a lot lately. Like they like a lot of them, like not all of them, but a lot of these PlayStation dudes that I've been seeing on Twitter. Like some of them they talk about we support PlayStation. They'll mention all these games off their list like Gravity Rush or whatever. And then when you check, they ain't play it or they didn't support it when that shit came out. You know, at the time it came out. You know what I mean? Like it's like I've been seeing a lot of, or they only buy like the huge ones, right? Like like Uncharted, and that's it. They don't play nothing else. They play Uncharted, the God of Wars, and that's it. They don't play and don't play.
Who was dude that got banned on Twitter?
It's a lot of dudes that say they Xbox guys. They block their achievements.
Like I already know.
We up here, man.
I already know, like the people like me, like the traditionalists, right? Like the people who like, cause I'm like, this is why I'm still a fan of Nintendo, because Nintendo knows their value. They're like, nah, like we're gonna keep all our value within our own, you know, ecosystem or whatever, and stuff like that, right? And they do it with their exclusive, their quality exclusives or whatever, and they have their identity or whatever. PlayStation is still doing that. Like they're still doing that, right? That like I don't think they're putting all their games on PC day one. Like at least not in the. I'm not saying that's never gonna happen, but at least not any time in the future, because it doesn't make sense, because their games sell like crazy full price. You know what I mean? So I believe, but there'll be some games that we see, like we already seen that already. We seen it with Destruction All Star, right? Brand new PlayStation 5 game. Boom! They already put it on PS Plus, right? And then, you know, there's rumors of other games are gonna be on PS Plus day one, so they're gonna dibble and dabble with it and everything like that. But as long as people, but at the end of the day, this shit going to PC, Horizon go to PC, or it's already on PC. Days Gone and Spider-Man goes to PC, Bloodborne goes to PC. At the end of the day, it's not gonna matter, because PlayStation has a huge fan base that's really not gonna care. And they're just gonna, you know, they're gonna continue to support PlayStation. You know, look at Nintendo. Nintendo can get away with the most fucking bullshit, and guess what?
Yeah, they can.
Skyward Sword #1 on Amazon. So everybody complaining about Skyward Sword $60. Guess what? Most Nintendo fans did not give a fuck. Just like there's Xbox fans who don't care about, you know what I mean? Like this shit, like there's a lot of things that Xbox does that's fucked up and that's wrong and shit like that. But a lot of Xbox fans let it slide. It's gonna be the same situation with PlayStation. All I'm saying is, for me personally, like that's fine, like that's cool. I'm not like, you know what I mean? It's whatever to me. Like I've been saying this, bro. I got a tweet from since 2019. Since 2019, I was saying this already. I was saying the writings was on the wall, and it was very obviously that eventually. I think this was talking about Death Stranding, but I was saying that in general. I said the writings was on the walls, and it was very obviously that eventually the game will come on PC earlier this year when the box art was revealed, and there was no only on PlayStation logo, was pretty much confirming that it was going to the PC. I said this last year. I said, if it bothers you that some PlayStation games are coming to PC, then get a PC. PC would be an afterthought for Sony to put their games on there after a period of time. With some multiplayer games probably going to PC day one. It's not going to change much, and I don't see first-party games losing quality, hopefully. So I already come to this. No. So as you can see, I've already been saying this shit. So anybody that say I'm upset today or about this shit, I was saying this shit years ago. The thing is, it's like after all this shit like happens or whatever, it's like I'm not even I wasn't even complaining on Twitter yesterday at all. You can go through my tweets. I was literally saying that I have come at peace, right? I'm meditating. I'm one with nature, and I have accepted reality, right?
Wow.
See, reality. I was just fooling with that.
My thing is a lot of people like with this when people mention it, we talk about it. It was like with just one game, and it's only. It's been years. It's not day one, though. Like I'm just saying, I was in that same predicament back in 2014. I used to say the same thing. Again? It's not day one, though.
We get a whole a whole podcast like that, please.
Oh no, I can't do that.
They were like, "Oh, it's just one game." It was like, "Oh, they're doing this, to like first it was this is one game." Then Horizon, they're just doing that to make PC gamers interested in Horizon, so when the PlayStation 5 comes out, Horizon comes out, they can get a PlayStation 5. Boom. And then now Jim Ryan literally says like, a whole slate of PlayStation games are coming to PC. And started with Days Gone this spring. So it's like so right there, but they have already been saying like Sean Layden said this two years ago. That's what I'm saying. Sean Layden said this 2 years ago. Jim Ryan's been saying this for like a year and a half now, so this is nothing surprising.
My challenge to this is just more so, I think a lot of people are in denial. A lot of people are hurt because this used to be like the automatic rifle they use against Xbox. Oh, you guys got no exclusives. They'll just like, you got no games because all your games are on PC day. So you have nothing uniquely to your platform and all this other stuff. And then so Xbox used to get hit for that. And then people even went out as far as like saying bringing first party games day and date to Game Pass is devaluing a game. And then people are turning around praising and anticipating, hoping Kenna is day one on PS Plus. Like I thought they wanted to buy the game. I thought they were happy paying $70. I mean, like I'm just confused. It's like, wait a minute, it's like Game Pass is bad because the first parties don't serve them. Because
but they're still exclusive to PlayStation. Is the
don't
point.
expose
is that,
them,
like,
man.
These games aren't coming to the fucking Xbox. Like you're not.
I mean, I played MLB The Show the other day.
Like, well, I mean that was the industry, the ML, the league. That was them that made that decision. Like,
I don't know. I seen the statue of Ludens.
That wasn't Sony.
I seen the statue of Ludens behind Phil Spencer, man, and that is interesting. That's interesting.
That's interesting. But I mean, but what I was just saying is just like, I mean, the point is that a lot of these disgruntled, it's like fanboy logic. So it's just like if they don't have shit to argue about, then like they start to lose value in their own life. Mm-hmm. So they start to freak out. Like they just like, damn. Like, I can't use that as a bitch fit? Shit, what else can I say? So it's just like, this shit happening, like it's just gonna benefit because Sony's gonna get more money. And with more money, you get better games. Like you get better quality games. Yeah, like it's a business move. It's not a bad thing. Listen, you're letting these people get into these games and shit like that. Like even if it's 1 or 2 years after, how is that? It's not like I think it was Brian Altano who said, "Oh yeah, once these games go to PC on your PS4 or PS5, like the game just automatically disappears." That's how these people are acting. Like
it's Swans. It's Swans. Guess what?
Shit just goes off your console forever.
Guess what, Swans? It's gonna be $60 on PC when they paying $70 on PS5. You seen Godfall?
Hey man.
Yo.
Hey man.
It's lit.
Hey, like you already know. Like
it's fucking lit, bro.
PS Plus game.
Doughboy exposing himself to be a PC guy, bro.
Oh, everybody know I got my PC. Everybody know.
Logan, Logan, I know you had like a strong opinion prior to us going live on like PlayStation games going to PC and the reaction. What was your thoughts before we move this along?
Look, dude, this shit's fucking funny, bro. Because listen, people like to act quizzical as to shout out to Wooly Gamer, man, because Wooly Gamer be making me look smart as hell, man. Wooly Gamer, Wooly, if you in the chat, you somewhere, man, shout out to you because this dude, these guys have a whole list of excuses as to why everything happens, right? So I told them that Xbox guys were saying the same shit years ago about Xbox games coming to PC. He said he had no idea. Okay, cool. If you have no idea, that's fine, right? But you can't keep saying, "Oh, but it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing." They're prioritizing profits over anything else, and the profit is in bringing the games to PC as well because it's a big market. It's untapped for a lot of those PlayStation games, and I'm pretty sure a lot of dudes on PC that don't own PlayStations, they want to play those games at whatever resolution, whatever frame rate, whatever settings they want to be able to play it at, right? We've seen it now, and Days Gone is gonna sell. It's just ironic how these dudes are coming up with tons of excuses all of a sudden. They come up with the same excuses Xbox guys made, right? They come up with the same exact excuses, right?
They beat PlayStation games, man.
And none of these guys were capping. None of these guys were capping for Days Gone. There was a couple people, I know Salty caps for Days Gone. He loves the game, but a lot of these dudes weren't capping for Days Gone. Now a lot of these dudes want to start capping for Days Gone.
I love Days Gone.
Nah, it was certain people that capped for it they capped for it before all this even started.
Nah, but Days Gone is some people really genuinely like. I'm one of those people.
Yeah, they like it.
I like Days Gone. Like I really like Days Gone.
Let me get one more take from this before we move on. Logan, thoughts on this new language from PlayStation and their whole new slate of exclusive going to PC?
Well, like Dope J was saying, like with Days Gone, I just remembered it. At least from my perspective, I love Days Gone. I thought it was a great game. Played it when it launched, loved it, and but then from what I at least saw from everything that was going on with Days Gone is that it wasn't well received. Nobody was really enjoying it. All this and that, and so then like the game kind of got forgotten. And then now that there was the PS5 update for Days Gone, and now I'm seeing everybody blow up that Days Gone is this amazing game. It's so great. Yeah. It's underrated. And everybody's talking about it. So then, then Sony comes out and says, Days Gone is coming out for PC. And everybody's fucking throwing up their arms in the air saying, how dare you bring this game to PC that we loved so much that came out 2 years ago when nobody gave a shit about it at its fucking launch.
Facts.
Nobody cared. The only time that people started to care was when it got the 60 FPS update on PS5, and everybody's like, "Oh, this game's actually really great," and it came free.
71 Metacritic score. 71 Metacritic score to everybody now capping about the game. Get the fuck out.
And for me,
they was capping about it. They was capping about it then.
But no, before it
came out, was lower then.
After release.
Yeah, it was lower when it launched. It was in the 60s.
Yeah, it was lower when it launched.
But it's just, for a game that nobody cared about at its launch, for now it to be this big thing, I'm just like, I'm glad that, this will give the game another life. Maybe it'll recoup more of the development costs, you know, that they can, you know, make a Days Gone 2 or whatever.
Well,
like I don't care. Hold up. It's like I don't care what plastic box you play a game on, as long as it's a great game and you're enjoying it. It shouldn't fucking matter what box you play it on. It's just a box. Like that's like like for when like I'm looking at, you know, like I forgot who was talking. I want to say it's NickBanks or someone. Like when I'm buying a console, like I'm handing somebody $500 and they hand me a system. I plug it in, it plays, and that's all I want for it. I think we need to stop holding these consoles like as like a holy grail to gaming, and they're just literally a game machine. They're there to play games that we enjoy and love.
Hey, the Steam machine was a game machine too. That
I will hold up with Days Gone. I wouldn't say nobody cared about it because the game actually sold pretty well. The game actually sold very well.
Did it? Hey, hold on. Yo, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
It was a sales. No,
hold
it was a financial success.
I'm glad he brought that up.
It wasn't received.
So Chris, let's talk about this. I gotta ask you.
It actually sold well in Japan too, surprisingly.
So because people were saying that the games that didn't sell well, they want to sell more to get more money, right? But Days Gone sold well. But a lot of people are saying
no, that's not
using the games. No, some people are. No, that's not what Sony said. I'm saying that's what a lot of damage control.
Yeah, but
I just want to clear it up with, you know, guy like you, Sony guy. I'm just.
I mean,
fuck about that. I don't give a. I've been muting a lot of PlayStation guys. I've been muting a lot of Xbox guys. I just want a game. Give me, as long as the games continue to come.
You just don't want.
I'm always going to be a
make
gamer.
fun of all these motherfuckers, man. And we gonna do it the same way.
You know what I mean? Fuck Jim Ryan. One thing I'm not gonna I gave Jim Ryan benefit of the doubt and Herman Holtz right at the beginning, like the first year. I was like, let's see what they do. But nah, fuck them. I'm not gonna cap for them.
I just thing like I guess with that, so I was like, people are like, I'm gonna throw, you know, set fire to my PS5. It's like, dude, you just want to waste $500?
Wow, shit like that.
like what? You that upset? Like,
I just sold mine for $1,000.
What?
Oh, shit.
You sold it?
They just bond.
What did you sell, Bone?
I just sold it for $1,000. I don't need it.
What, the PS5?
Yep.
Wait,
man.
I don't think you were contractually
Why
obliged
not?
to
The
sell it.
games are coming up PC, so why wait?
He wasn't a console guy like that anyway, so the potential of
Smooth, take advantage of this,
just made it
Smooth.
better.
I mean, I didn't sell. I'm just messing with you because I'm not obligated to sell it. But at this point, as a PC gamer with a 3080, right?
Big boy.
I don't need an Xbox.
Okay.
I don't need a Switch because all the Switch games, hell, every Nintendo game ever made is on PC.
Speaking of
If you know what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still buy the games and support them, but I don't have to play them on the Switch or the Wii U or whatever. I'll still give them my money if support good products.
Terrorists in the building. Let's go.
Terrorists don't buy games. This is only the beginning. I mean, remember, people are like, "Oh, but it's not day and date." You know, when Phil Spencer started the initiative to put Xbox games on PC, I don't believe the Xbox games came day and date.
Nope, it wasn't.
Right. It
Not
wasn't.
at first.
it wasn't.
It wasn't.
I can tell you when games. I can tell you when Rise
Took them like,
and
what, how
Rise
long
3
to
with the
put
PC. I can tell you exactly the date, the month
Exactly.
with the PC.
So let me finish my point.
Yep.
Why, as a PC game with a 3080, or whatever happens in the future, do I need a console?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, let's just say I didn't own any consoles right now, right?
Word.
Am I gonna buy $1,000 for 2 separate machines on a lesser experience, or just put that into a video card and get the grandioso experience?
And don't leave out this Bond, though. You're gonna be waiting though.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he'll
You
wait.
will be
Though.
doing.
But won't you wait, Bond?
No, I'm not saying he won't. I'm just.
But here's the thing.
I should know he's gonna wait.
But here's the thing. I get PC games day and date. I get Xbox games day and date. I get Switch games day and date. and I gotta wait for a PC game. I mean, I gotta wait for PlayStation games.
PlayStation
Okay,
games. Yeah.
not. We don't live in a.
You got a lot of
perfect-
games to play.
But I'm saying
Exactly.
we don't live in a perfect world. Nobody gets everything at once. But if you're a Switch gamer, you gotta buy other machines. If you're an Xbox gamer, you gotta buy other machines.
Buy other machines.
If you're a PlayStation gamer, you gotta buy other machines. If you're a PC gamer, all you have to do is wait. And while you're waiting, you can play all those PC games, you can play all those Xbox games, and you can play all those Switch games.
You got a point.
So
That's what I was saying.
waiting really isn't a problem because I still got 2 other console libraries to play through in addition to what the PC has to offer itself. So realistically, and I'll be 100% honest, it's not like I have to buy a PlayStation to play Falcom games.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Cold Steel 4 will be out. It's not like I'll have to get it to, you know,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy is
JRPGs are on
eventually.
PC too.
Yeah, Final
they are.
Fantasy is eventually going to come out. The old PC gets literally everything from everybody. The only downside is you have to wait. But waiting isn't always bad
Exactly.
because you have the largest library of games to play. So while you're waiting, you can just play all the games while you're waiting.
So what do you do while you waiting though? That's all I want to know.
I just
He just
explained
told
that
you.
to you.
You get it. Like,
Yeah.
While I'm waiting, I can play Xbox games, Switch games, and PC games.
No, what I mean is like when God of War come out, you said you like God of War, right?
Yeah, good game.
So you would play what while you waiting on God of War? Is what-
Every other game is out on
Every
all
other game.
3 other platforms.
What- what's better than that? Is what I'm saying.
Doesn't need to be what's better. It's the fact that do I really want to spend $500?
yeah.
Okay,
Play one game or two games.
let me give you a
Hold
point,
up,
right?
hold up.
Go ahead.
I got an example. All right.
No.
He's gonna wait. Like the problem with gamers and these Twitter gamers is that they have to get the game day one so they could be in the conversation about shit. Other people will just wait because they don't give a fuck about talking
I don't
about
believe
it.
that.
PC
They don't
PC
care
gamers-
about being in there.
No, how do you not
Shit,
believe
I
it?
don't.
PC
No, I don't
gamers,
believe.
You don't.
No,
PC
he said
gamers
the
wait all the
majority.
time.
Yeah, the
No,
master
he said
wait.
the majority is. He said the majority. I don't believe that.
Bro, PC
Oh.
Oh, the
gamers,
majority is majority of casuals. They're not gonna.
PC gamers
yeah, that's
waited
what I'm
for.
saying.
Hold up, PC gamers waited for Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead
did.
2. You don't think they're gonna wait for God of War?
Yeah, they wait for anything. That's my
That's
point.
what I'm saying.
But I'm saying-
I was just gonna say another game, Alan Wake.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Don't
yeah, I
worry.
guess I gotta let this one go, man.
While we waiting for these PlayStation games, you know, I mean, we'll be getting drip fed and first of all, we're gonna get the whole slate of older games to catch up on while we gotta finish all them before we get to what you're gonna be playing soon. So while you get the new stuff,
great.
we gotta get
Cool.
back and catch up on the old stuff. And you know what's funny? By the time we catch up on all the old stuff and get to the new stuff, eventually that window of when it comes on PlayStation and comes to PC is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Vaughn, it's already getting smaller now. First
Exactly.
it was Horizon. Oh, Horizon is 3 years old.
3
Boom,
years.
Now
2
Days Gone.
years,
Days Gone is 2 years
1
old.
year.
Boom. Next is
6
gonna be
months.
Miles Morales, and then next is gonna be Ragnarok coming
Yo.
2 months down the line, and then it's gonna keep doing
Spider-Man
But
comes
this is
to
the
PC. I
ultimate.
told y'all.
This is the ultimate killer right here. They know they can't make the majority of their profits on PC, and that's just a fact. So
Yeah,
they're going to cater to the console players. So that's.
I honestly, and I'll be 100% honest with you, I think it's a dumb move business-wise to put your games on the PC. And I'll tell you why.
That's what I've been
Why is
saying.
that?
I made a video today.
I gotta check it out.
And they have a new president CEO, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So making more sales in a short term makes him look good. If he's only going to be here for 2-3 years, okay, his number is going to look good in the short term for him and the company.
Right. For that guy.
But does anybody watch Oh No It's Alex?
Yeah. For me,
on
Did anybody
Twitter.
watch his last video?
No.
no.
All right, so
Watch on Twitter,
what he basically said was this. I would never be a Sony customer, regardless.
What
But
is
now
that?
because I would only buy 1 or 2 games from them. But now that their games are on PC, the only 1 or 2 games I'd get are on PC. So what? There's a lot of PC gamers like that. So what exactly is a PC gamer like Alex's value? 2 games, $160, $140. We'll say max, right? Now, for those PC gamers that would buy a console, we're going to invest way more than $140. We're going to buy multiple games. We're going to buy controllers. Hey, there's a lot subscriptions. PSN. There's a lot of people I know that PC game. I'm like, dude, why the fuck did you get that on console? Oh, you know, my coworkers got the game they wanted to play, or my friends, or my brothers.
That's pretty much the reason.
Exactly. So you're leveraging a PC gamer saying, I won't buy your games, but at max I'll buy 2 games, versus eliminating people like me that just don't in turn have to ever buy your console or anything ever again.
So you're using
But that's the
logic at
thing,
that
like,
point.
but that's the thing, like them making this move. It's not to entice these people like Bond. Like, let's say that they only buy 1 or 2 games, like he said. Okay, this is not there for them. Like, for those who have the builds and like they're not willing to put up that much just for like 1 or 2 games. This is for them. Like the people who play on the consoles, like I mean, they're gonna continue to do that. They're not going to invest as much as those who already have powerful rigs into building one. They're just not.
Nope.
Like there are people who are going to buy the PlayStation 5 again, who don't pay attention, who probably won't even know that the damn thing that the games are going to PC because they don't pay attention to that shit. Like
They wouldn't even care.
so they're not
even
gonna
if they
give a
knew.
shit. Exactly, because they just care about playing with their friends. They're gonna keep serving Sony the money, and the PC people who didn't go out and buy the console, who have the powerful rigs, they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I get to play these games now." So that's this money going into them. Yeah, it's gonna make his numbers look like super good in the short term or however long he's there, but still, they're still getting that shit to put forward to producing what entices the gamers to come to Sony in the first place. That's all they're worried about. Like that's what he said. He said the game expense has gotten super expensive like every fucking quarter or some bullshit like that. All right, cool. So
Which I don't believe, because Sony's games have been selling better than ever. Here's the smart thing he should have done though. Here's what should have happened in an ideal world. Whenever you have a big PlayStation game come out, you release the prior one a month before that launch on the PC. So, okay, hear me out. The next Horizon comes out, right? Horizon 2. You release Horizon 1 on PC a month before Horizon 2. PC gamers play Horizon 1 and say, oh shit, this game's pretty good. I want to play it. Gotta get a PlayStation 5, whatever. When Horizon 3 comes out, you don't release Horizon 2 on PC until a month to 3 months on PC. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, they're going to wait.
They
already know the timeline, yeah.
But I'm saying you get people to jump into the game. They're like, damn, this is good. But now, if I want to play it, I gotta get a PlayStation. If people did it like that, it would make people buy PlayStation because you're gonna be playing imagine you playing God of War on PC 2 months before the next one came out. Then you see advertisements for the next one. You're like, oh shit, this game was fire. Like, I'm gonna have to wait another 4. I'm gonna have to wait till the next system. Like, nah, I'm about to go get a PlayStation right now.
But that's essentially what they did with Horizon. They released Horizon on PC, bundled it with
they did it a year before.
and then they announced Horizon Forbidden West like a month later.
Yep.
Yeah, so but what I'm saying is, like, okay, hypothetically, if I had a PC like Bond or like Coke Boys, some shit like that, got my PlayStation controllers, my Xbox controllers and shit like that, and I play the games the way that I want to on my shit, like it is my shit. I get to play them just like how I want to. I'll wait until I get to play it the way I want to. Like, yeah, I'll be like I'll be itching for it, but I'll have other games to hold me down until I get to play it the way I want. I feel like that investment just into that, it keeps them there. Like, they're not gonna go out and do it, and them making this move is just kind of like pushing them further in the ground with it. Like, they just like, look, if I ain't gotta buy it, like I don't feel no pressure to buy it now, because it's gonna come eventually. That's the key word. Eventually, it's gonna be in your hands. Eventually, you'll be able to play it
like
that you want to play. Yeah. That's why like, we saying like we don't know yet. Like, I'm not saying it will or it won't, but I'm just saying it's just like, I mean, it could be a possibility on the table, bro. Like, it's crazy. So
I would do the same
I ain't
thing.
waiting.
I would do
I'm
the
not
same.
waiting.
I would do the same thing if I was Microsoft outside of multiplayer games. I mean, let's say, for example, Bleeding Ass. Like, that's not a game you can afford. It's not a game you can afford to just keep on Xbox. You got to put that everywhere.
All right.
Yeah, it would have flopped everywhere anyways.
But the reason I came in here, Smooth, what is the Starfield 2021 mess I'm seeing?
Man, Smooth is
Yeah, this is
right.
our only
It's not
active
coming
bet,
in
right?
2021.
Yep.
So there was reports that went out that as of last year, the target to release Starfield was 2021. But internally, the guy who the insider on that said he has no update since then. But as of last year, that was the target. And so suddenly, Bethesda put out a promotional, Xbox Series giveaway, and the game that they're advertising with it is Starfield, even though it hasn't been properly revealed yet. So, I mean, Bethesda, we know when they do a proper reveal, they typically come out the same year of the proper reveal.
True,
No,
but did you read the report in the article though? There has been strong hope and desire, yet COVID impacts, so it's anyone's guess. I can't be 100% sure that'll come out this year. I hear that was the goal, but it could be pushed back. I mean, I like that they're giving you hope, because it will make victory all the more sweeter. But this is good, because, now we can, offer a buyout. We could go double or nothing. We can work with this, Smooth. We can work with this.
What are we in February? I'd say in 2 weeks. I'll probably go with the double or nothing.
The Bethesda event. That's what you're gonna wait on. The Bethesda event that's coming, or supposedly coming.
I would have to say your deadline will be this Sunday.
This Sunday? All right. That's fair.
Give you some time to think about it.
Nah, they could. It's just like I already knew this happened. Not only with the supplies, right? As far as the PS5 and Xbox, but also COVID. I've been saying like, yo, we're gonna start seeing a lot of delays because a lot of people didn't get to go to work last year, and boom, Gran Turismo 2022 that's supposed to come out this year. Like a lot of games are getting delayed now. And then God of War, don't even expect that to come out this year.
There's no way this game will come out 2021, and here's why.
Why is this?
If it comes out at all, it will be at the end of 2021. Why won't they release it at the end of 2021, Smooth?
Halo Infinite.
Exactly. They are gonna put the whole machine behind Halo Infinite.
All right.
They're not going to want Starfield to get swallowed by that.
Okay. No, that's fair. But then again, look at this. Xbox, their big push is, obviously Game Pass, right? And why not? If you have an opportunity, because this is how I see it. They have an opportunity. I know there's some to do like, okay, boom, September Forza Horizon 5. Boom, October, Starfield. Boom, November, Halo Infinite. And that's how they close out the holiday season in Game Pass. So each month, I don't think it'd be different if they're trying to maximize sales.
So, do you remember this game called Titanfall?
Mm-hmm.
What was it? September, Call of Duty. October, Titanfall. November, Battlefield.
Yeah, it was sandwiched in between.
And what happened?
Titanfall 2 died.
Yeah, but but like I said, we're only worried about like we're worried about two platforms, Xbox and PC, and we're not worried about sales. It's Game Pass.
Oh, they're worried about sales.
I think Starfield's gonna come to PlayStation.
Starfield ain't going to PlayStation. Chris, I'll bet you freaking chicken nuggets
Oh,
in the game.
Listen,
Oh
because
my God!
I'm going
That
off of
was
what
a lot.
the Forza dev said. He said
Hey, man,
games that were
fuck that guy.
already
He don't know what he's talking
that
about.
were already being, and you do.
Yeah.
You don't know what he's talking about, but you do.
I better listen.
Bro, Halo was in
I believe him more than
development
you.
for PS2.
I believe him more than
Microsoft
Just make the
canned
bets,
that shit.
dog. Just make the bets.
I will confidently bet you that Starfield will not see the light of day on the PlayStation console.
Or so what Chris got to do if it happens?
The game bet.
He got to buy. Oh, all right.
Oh, also
I think
smooth.
about it.
Any bets made
2 weeks.
from the outside. hold on. You were mad confident. Now you got to think about it.
What were you talking about?
No, I
Yeah,
said
okay.
I think it might. He's better than me. I said I think it might. I'm not saying that it's for sure. I said I think.
Oh
it
man,
Okay.
You sounded a little-
Rewind it. Rewind what I said.
No. I know what you said, but you sounded a little bit convincing.
No, I said I
you.
think it might because of what that guy said. That's it. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta be careful. I almost put a couple of hours on you.
The guy from Forza. All right, this is why I don't like these select journalism. They take things out of context and they just make assumptions, right? Why would he know? He has never worked on a PlayStation game. Every time all his games at Playground has been on Xbox. They didn't get acquired in the middle of working on a multi-plat.
Okay, but it's funny because y'all without an actual dev that works at Microsoft.
Yeah, but he doesn't work for Bethesda.
I mean, what did he do?
Or say some shit,
what did
and
he
y'all
do?
believe them over them. You know what I mean?
What did he do?
By
The thing
history.
is that it goes by history. Like we don't know this guy from
Yeah,
like
what did he say?
shits and bricks and
Well,
shit. It's just like there's a possibility that he could have heard something through the wall or some shit
Yeah,
like
but
that. A possibility.
The problem is he
But,
didn't say
cool.
anything in particular that says, "Oh, Bethesda game." He didn't say, Bethesda's got a bunch of games they're working on, and they won't be removed off PlayStation if they're working on that. He didn't say that. He said what makes sense, right? For example, Microsoft acquired Obsidian, right? They acquired them in the middle of them promoting The Outer Worlds, which was announced as a multi-plat, already had a publisher, already been shown, whatever. By the time it released, they were already under the Xbox umbrella. Events like that, for example, In Exile with Wasteland 3. Those games were damn near, they were playable, they were showed, they already had another publisher, right? I'm trying, another example, like for example, I believe Psychonauts 2 is going to remain like multi-plat, even though it's taken forever to put out.
It is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's-
cases like
yeah,
that.
that's
For example, but Starfield has actually never been announced for any particular platform. It was just announced that's a next gen release.
We don't even know what the fuck Starfield is. If people
If
assuming it's gonna be the biggest
Microsoft got
game
that
ever.
much
Who
money,
fucking know
they
what that
should
shit
shut
is?
all that shit down.
It's a
you
first
ain't
person
gotta
space
know what it
RPG.
is. It's this. You ain't gotta know what it is. It's just like it's super interesting.
Exactly.
because
Look
it's
at the
something
last
new
few Bethesda
that they've
RPGs.
done in a long
Microsoft
time.
ain't got the money they say they got, man.
I
That's
wouldn't
what
be
shut up.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised it's going to be on PlayStation for this reason. With COVID and everything going, that they might just want a nice little cash infusion off of one last game.
Nah, they get that from Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo.
Deathloop and Ghost Rider. Look. Hold on. Here's the bigger question.
No, you can't shit on
Here's the bigger question: is Starfield a next gen exclusive?
It was announced
I doubt
that
I
way.
don't think so.
It was announced that way.
I doubt it. I
Alright,
think it's gonna be cross-gen.
here's my point. If Starfield is coming to the Xbox One, then it's coming to PlayStation 4 and 5. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you're going to put it on the Xbox One, it makes no sense to not put it on 140 million sold PS4.
Yeah,
And if you're going to put it on the PS4, it's going to be on the PS5.
Why would Microsoft do that?
because it already was made. If it's
Doesn't
on that
fucking matter. Halo was already made for PlayStation. So was Gears
because-
of War 3 already made for PlayStation 3 Like, come on.
Yeah, but that was different times. Boo. This didn't make Microsoft.
No, he can use
What
that.
the fuck
They
is
still
going on?
We not
put
developers, he can use
Minecraft
that.
Dungeons. They still put Minecraft Dungeons on PlayStation.
No, but
Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta give Kid
But I'm
Smooth his
saying
credit.
if it-
He got y'all on this one.
No,
He got
he
you.
doesn't.
Because none of us know what's
No.
happening.
Do you know how much?
Exactly. So
Do
we
you know
don't
how
know.
much
Oh,
Elder
you didn't
Scrolls
get me.
sold on PS4?
Uh-huh.
Somebody
know.
find it. How much does Skyrim sell on PS4?
I don't know. I don't think it was that much because I heard it ran like shit on Skyrim
Yeah,
on
like-
PS4. Oh no, you're talking about the remaster. I don't know.
Oh, the remake.
Because I'm about to
No,
say on
I'm not-
PS3, I don't think it did that well. And neither I don't think Oblivion did well on PS3 as well either. Because I know they both ran like
It's like
garbage.
2.0.
Yeah.
We're like doodle.
But the point
Well,
is that if the games are already made for the console, they're not just going to.
Yo, they not.
Like,
That's not true.
yeah.
completely cut it off.
That's not true.
You're right. They could do that, but I don't think they
Well,
will
you,
do
well,
that.
you guys
I don't
keep
think they're
thinking
gonna
that.
wanna lose
All
that
right,
I don't think they're gonna cut PS4
let me say some real shit right quick. Games are not made from the ground up on consoles one at a time. That's not how it works.
I know that.
So they make the game like so, but people be like, "Oh, they ready to work so hard on the PlayStation." No, they didn't. They work so hard on whatever engine it's running on that's hopefully compatible with the PlayStation. Like it doesn't matter. It really don't.
Smooth. My
So,
point
they're not
is
gonna-
this: if they put it on the Xbox One, then it makes
Exactly.
sense to put it on the PS4. If they put it on the PS4, then they might as well put it on the PS5. If they don't put it on the Xbox One, I don't think it's going to hit any.
Isn't it next gen only though?
No, here's what I think.
No, I don't
think
think
it's
so.
more
Nah,
better.
They never said which platform is coming on.
Okay.
They never said it.
Starfield, we talking
Well,
about.
we already know
we
it's
talking
coming to
about
Xbox.
Starfield, right?
That's a default. It's already
I'm
being
talking about
advertised.
as far as current or
Can you guys hear me?
Addict,
Yeah.
yo, let me read your
we
super
can.
chat before you start talking. Game Addict said, "What if I told you Starfield was done? Look, $2."
$2. Let's go.
All right, Addict. Obviously, you're in here because you like what you're hearing or you don't like what you're hearing.
Look, man, I ain't saying that Starfield's gonna be 100% exclusive to the Xbox platform,
It already isn't.
but I'm telling you that it's a great chance it's going to be.
Oh, man.
Okay. Oh,
No,
damn.
man.
All right. Well, that shut me the hell up. Cool.
Oh,
Why
man.
did that shut you the hell up and down?
Gaming Addict is saying this, everybody.
Hey, man.
What
Because I'm telling you, like, it's just
What
like
credentials that
the
Addict
shit.
has that I don't? Well, like, I don't
They
get
gonna
it.
Man, shit, if he got the
Xbox
shit, then he
Great
just got the
chance.
shit,
Gaming
bro.
Addict
The
just
great
said
chance, he got me.
this. Gaming Addict just said this.
I mean, here's also the issue. No matter what Bethesda says, I can never put it past them to put their brand new ancient, because that's what they do. They like to say they have new engines, even though they're ancient. They
They're
love to put
literally
their,
just-
their
they're-
ancient.
they're the-
they love to put
they're
their
literally-
ancient shit everywhere.
They're literally just the previous engine, just updated a little
Yep.
bit. That's literally all. they are.
He-
Look, at the end of the day, you know, this isn't an Elder Scrolls. This isn't a Fallout. This is Starfield. No one knows what the fuck this game is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty much just. It's pretty much just going to be like a Elder Scrolls, but like Bioware style. That's
We
in
don't
space.
even know, to be honest. It could be a flight simulator game, like a
It's not gonna be all out of space.
Like,
Be
you
dangerous.
showed us that one screenshot at least.
could be like it could be like Star Citizen for all we know.
I ain't capping for
Look,
this shit. I ain't
see,
really
but
hyped
you know
for it.
what's funny? You know what's funny? If Starfield if Starfield isn't exclusive, and it comes out and it reviews really well, it's on PC. But if Starfield isn't exclusive and it comes out and it's trash, it's going to be an Xbox exclusive then.
As long as it gets above a 69, it'll be safe.
Nah,
Usually
usually
it's safe. In
Bethesda, the actual core studio, they have a good track record.
I don't know.
I mean, their worst game was Fallout 76, right? And that was
And they co-developed that.
yeah,
they
with
pretty
ZeniMax
much-
Online, right?
Yeah, they co-developed that.
So which one you think on Ray High? Avowed or Starfield?
I think
what?
Avowed to
Avowed.
get. I think
Avowed.
Avowed to get. I think Avowed would get a 90 plus.
That's
But
Obsidian,
Damn,
bro.
that's
Starfield's
crazy.
gonna.
Damn.
Well,
Starfield's
the Outer
gonna
Worlds
get
didn't get a
85.
90 plus. It
That's
peaked
who
at
I'm
85.
looking more forward to Avowed than anything.
I think
Just to be honest
Starfield will
with
be
you.
like anywhere in the 85 to 90s.
Avowed, I think is gonna be easy.
I mean, that's
Even though
crazy
we
how
haven't
we
seen
don't
much
know
about
an
it, but
ounce
I think
Yeah,
either
No,
game.
because I mean,
I can't
look,
say anything because we haven't
Hold
seen
on, hold
any
on.
of the games.
look at the Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds did like what, an 86, 85, and
Right.
that-
Yeah.
Right.
and this is the game that they wanted to make.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. They did
Because
want-
it's not like they're just making stuff up from random. This is the world from Pillars of Eternity, and I don't know if you guys know anything about Pillars of Eternity.
I
but
think I'm
they
about to
got
download.
crazy.
I think I'm about to
that
download
on
that second
PlayStation.
one, the remaster.
I haven't downloaded it. I haven't played it yet.
They got it
Pillars
on
of
Game Pass.
Eternity's worlds is absolutely insane.
You got PC, Chris Righteous. They got the join on Game Pass.
And I think it's gonna- I think-
Pillars of Eternity is on PS now. I got it on PlayStation right now.
The remaster.
I think it's
though.
gonna
you say
be
you like
Avowed.
remaster. You say
I
you like
think
remaster is better. My bad.
I think Avowed's going to be a prequel
Prequel to what?
Okay.
Pillars?
from
Yeah.
Pillars.
Oh, Pillars.
Because pretty much like a lot of Pillars is about is like restoring a god, like pretty much a fake god.
Mm-hmm.
It was all the gods in Pillars are man-made, and restoring like the one, like the Zeus of them all is a chick. And
Okay.
I think because if you look at the trailer, there's a lot of signs in that trailer showing that trailer's taken place before she's dethroned.
Oh.
So I think I don't know. I think that game's going to take place that you're one of that whoever that character is in Avowed, you're one of the people responsible for dethroning her.
Oh.
All right.
Somebody said, what about Fable? That's a 90. Bro, we haven't even seen gameplay of none of these games. So how are we gonna
I gotta
actually
see how
determine
Playground
what
is.
type
I got
I
gotta see how they-
can't look at Starfield with like no gameplay and be like, yeah, that's gonna be, that's gonna be a 9.
I'm looking. I'm going off the track record.
But I,
That shit is
That's
garbage.
fine, but I'm just
when
saying
you
it's
go,
like
when you go off of track record and it's just like not every game that you see
Right.
fucking
I see it,
gameplay for is just gonna be like fucking like you can't really tell what it's gonna be, bro. Like if you like
Exactly.
you see
Sound like it.
gameplay
and
for
even
it,
more
it's like,
so
yeah,
if you
it's
don't
about to
see
be a
no
90.
gameplay. Then you
Right.
really can't tell
Avowed.
what
The
it's
reason
gonna
I
be.
got
Shit,
the
gameplay
reason I
don't
got a lot of
bullshit.
the reason I have a lot of faith behind Avowed is because Obsidian's an actual competent developer. It's probably their best
Yeah.
studio
Yeah.
Microsoft
They
has.
consistent. Yeah, they consistent.
Now I don't know
Looking forward to
about
Avowed because I like the Outer Worlds. So
I don't know how Fable's gonna be because I don't know what kind
I
like
think
the
Fable gonna
thing
be
is
good,
like
man.
regardless if they hired the correct people together, I don't know if they have the chemistry from one game to make an amazing game off the bat.
True.
Well, Fable is a different game. Like it's not your ordinary like.
It's not.
You have to have a certain type of like. When the game first come on, I thought when I first played the first Fable, I thought it was a kids game, and then once the whole village got burned down, I was like, oh shit, what's going on?
Yeah.
And that's how I got hooked. I was like, oh, this is a serious game.
You
they
said
can't go back on
you asked
Fable.
what-
Like
He said, "What's Obsidian's best game?" Fallout, New Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember they did Fallout New Vegas. I know a lot of people like KOTOR 2. Like
KOTOR 2 was
Hey,
really good
let's
too.
not
They made
forget
South
about
Park Stick
Alpha
and
Protocol.
Trade, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
was good.
Nobody ever talks about Alpha Protocol. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Pillars of Eternity.
I really enjoyed
And they
it.
make they made Overpublic 2 as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Like
the classic.
that is
Yeah,
Microsoft's probably most consistent studio they have.
Yeah, and as
saying
Xbox,
that's- are
we
you
don't know
saying
nothing
that's
about
their,
Ninja Theory. We
that's
don't know
their
nothing about
Insomniac?
Ninja Theory.
I think that's that you can't really compare them because they don't make anything close to the same type of game.
Well, I'm not talking about in the same type of game, but like, okay, for example, like Insomniac is literally carrying the PlayStation right now, right? They came out with like 3 games as soon as they bought them.
I think it's
You know what I
compared to their Saint Monica.
Guerrilla Games.
Okay.
Yes, come on again, Guerrilla
You
Games.
think about Microsoft's Insomniac? I think that's Ninja Theory. Ninja Theory is doing
Alright,
a
I
nice
ain't
thing
going
right
that
now.
far. I ain't going
They just
that
gotta
far.
make
I don't
another
know
game. I
about
want to see their
that.
next game.
I don't know. I mean, nobody has produced as much as Insomniac has for Sony For Xbox, yeah. I mean, yeah, I would say Ninja Theory and Obsidian came out with the quickest releases, the quickest in terms of like Grounded and Bleeding Edge, and I know Ninja Theory came with like 3 game announcements. It was Bleeding Edge, Hellblade 2, and
what
Project
makes
Mars,
Insomniac so good is the turnaround and the consistency and the diversity of their content.
And the quality too.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine. They're not new to this. Founded in 1994, Insomniac. They're not new. PlayStation got them at the right time when they already were in production with multiple games and whatnot. So but we got 15 minutes, and I just want to get through the final 2 subjects. Announcement today is, EA and Bioware decided that they were going to shit on all of us and cancel their promise to fix Anthem, and so there won't be any reboot.
Why are you saying shit on all of us? Ain't no one here even played
I was hoping they get a next gen version.
You can check my trophies. I bought that shit day one.
Not gonna lie.
I bought it day one on
Ain't
PSN.
Nobody care about this remake. Ain't nobody.
With no refunds, right? $60 with no refund. I bought that shit day one. I completed the fucking game, right? And I was pissed at the end of it.
I can't believe you paid for that shit.
Not me. But look, they fucking sold us a lie. They sold us a lie.
I played the beta. I played the beta.
No, I played the beta too. But I still had faith even after I played the beta. Even after I had issues with the beta. So then now I was like, well, hopefully they fucking make up for me by fucking rehauling this shit and doing all this shit.
Well,
and giving me this free update.
I played so much.
And doing a free update and shit like that, right? Because I did the little raid, or not the little raid, but the little the 3 strongholds and all that shit, right? And then now to tell me that like, we ain't gonna do shit with it.
That shit was
like,
I've played so much. I've played so much Destiny 2, that type of game that they're trying to make, that I could just look at someone's future plan, someone's roadmap, and know if that game gonna be trash or not.
Yeah,
I'm like 4-0 right now. Ain't no games come close to what Destiny's built.
Yeah.
The only game that I
the Division failed. Anthem failed.
Well, the Division 1 was really good. That's the only game that like looter shooter and that style. That's the only one that I got into was Division 1. But I only got into it about a year and a half after they like added all the new contests and updated.
Updated the Dark Zone, everything.
I was hooked after that. I was like, yo, this shit is fire or whatever. But then they decided to go with the Division 2 and they shit that.
I have a question for you guys. So where does Bioware go from now? Because they've had a couple of like controversial projects to happen. Like the end of the Mass Effect 3 was very controversial. Mass Effect Andromeda was a mess when it launched, and then you had Anthem, which flopped like so hard, and then oversaturated the market with like really successful looter shooters already. So what should they do now?
I think EA gets into an agreement with Microsoft for Microsoft to acquire.
They have.
Bioware.
It just depends on exactly if EA lets Bioware rock and do the actual games that they're made for, they'll be fine. Dragon Age will be fine, but I don't think EA is just gonna let them rock. EA gonna try to do something else to get some extra. I don't know. The biggest play and the biggest wild card in EA right now is Vince, the person from Respawn.
Vince Capelli. Oh, he's a genius, dude. He's the creator of the Call of Duty franchise. He made Modern Warfare with Jason West.
Yeah,
I think he might have went in there and he showed EA, look, like, not every game is Call of Duty money. You could still make good money though. I think he might have changed some of the perspectives that
they gave him the right
has.
to make his own studio over there. He has his own studio over there now.
He's over a couple studios. He's
over a couple studios right now. Isn't he overseeing DICE as well? Like, isn't he overseeing DICE as well?
Yeah, he's over a couple
DICE
studios.
DICE LA, yeah. They started up DICE LA, and he's overseeing DICE LA right now. The dude's a genius. He knows what to do inside the gaming industry. It's a shame that everything happened with him and Activision, and they fell out. But
that's what makes me think that he might have their back in terms of creativity and freedom, and that he might be able to influence EA because he's a very outspoken person. If he feels like every studio should have creativity, doesn't matter what it is. If they make shit, at least they made shit on their own terms, not yours.
All right, I'm gonna get Old Man Logan's opinion. I know he was trying to say something before we sort of all rattled in.
No, I was going to say Bioware's got two chances left before they either get sold or they get shut down.
No, they have one chance. If they fuck
One
up
chance. I would say
Dragon
one.
Age,
Well,
I think they're getting shut down.
I guess it just all comes down to whatever comes out first.
Either
you're
Dragon
counting on
Age
the
or
game,
Mass
yeah.
Effect.
Mass Effect,
There's a
Dragon
difference.
Age, those two
There's a
games have-
difference between a game flopping and a game doing okay. If they flop, they're sold. If they do okay, they'll be fucked.
So that's just one way to say it. Obviously, with the Mass Effect Legendary, that would probably do something for them a little bit with bringing that in. But yeah, it's very pressing to see what's going to happen with them.
No, if anything, I think Mass Effect's going to make it worse because people are going to see when they was at their height and they're going to expect that kind of quality.
All right.
I also did notice on the Xbox store the Mass Effect Legendary Edition of the version of the game does have optimized for Xbox Series S and X logo now on it.
Yeah, it's running at 60 frames per second.
Which I remember at first they said that there wasn't going to be any
Yeah, they did say that.
updates. But also for anybody that said that nobody's playing Anthem, I'm playing it right now. So I was like, I had it installed. Let me see if this thing can even boot up.
I actually thought Anthem had a lot of potential because of the way they made the PvE world. But a lot of the questions with these games is the reason Destiny has survived as long as it has is one, they're very communicative. They have like a weekly update every week, regardless, even if the community fucking hates what they do, they'll eventually change it. They might not be as quick as you like, but they'll eventually change it. And let's be real here. Destiny is like one of the only games out of all these type of games that has a PvP. And it might be
it's
trash a lot.
aspirational. It's aspirational content as well. Like, think about it. The grind to get a lot of these weapons and gear and the customization that you have with it. Like, the game's come a long way since year one all the way until now. Like, I was just playing Iron Banner. I was streaming it. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch. I'm a beast. If you want to get carried, hop on PC and get carried by your boy. But Destiny
take you up on
is amazing. Oh yeah, you can get backpacked any day. Just go to my stream, watch my
Give me
highlights.
the lighthouse. Give me the lighthouse.
Nah, the PvP in these type of games do help out a lot for like longevity and stuff like that. But sometimes you don't need PvP to be successful. Look at Monster Hunter.
This type of game,
No
you
PvP.
need PvP.
Yeah, some of them do, but I'm saying like you can look at Monster Hunter. It has no PvP, and that's one of the most successful.
You have to have fun
that's
gameplay
not
and
really-
aspirational content to go for. The
That's
base
not-
base game has to be good, and end game content is key.
Monster Hunter goes off different rules because it kind of is a loot hunter, but it's not really a loot hunter. Like that's more about killing the monsters and using the stuff from it to make other stuff. Like
to craft
Destiny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could see the comparison, but I don't see the comparison at the time. At the same time, like I don't know.
Not,
like,
what I'm saying is, it's not a looter per se, but it's so on, like, you know what I mean. It's kind of along the same model as far as like it's online, it has the aspirational content, in-game content. You go with your friends in the hub. You know what I mean. You hunt monsters, level up, grind, get new loot.
But I mean,
like that.
Monster Hunter was successful, but it wasn't as successful until they brought Worlds out. That's when it really blew up.
Yeah, because it was first it was PlayStation exclusive, then it became Nintendo exclusive, and then it became multi-plat again, and then now it's back to Nintendo exclusive again.
Yeah,
So-
I have a feeling Nintendo paying for that shit now. Though.
Yeah. So
Nintendo paying good money now. I think used to be they would get that just off default. Oh, you give us a little check, we'll make it exclusive. But after Capcom seen that World's money, that multi-plat money, like Nintendo, you got to back the truck up now. We want real money. Like,
So the other thing that took place is, the screenshot of Phil Spencer came out. It looks like he's back in the office, and everybody was trying to find, potential Easter eggs, and we might have found a couple things, but it turned into all sorts of jokes. Like,
I think people are. I think Phil Spencer's just trolling you guys.
I think he might be trolling as well. But there's
when it comes to the whole. Oh, sorry. Finish.
No. I was saying like there is a couple interesting things back there though. I mean, they could just be fan items, collector's items. But go ahead,
Like
Adam. What were you saying?
Ubisoft Skull isn't one of them things. Like that shit came in the collector's edition. Like people talking about that. I think
The Watch Dogs Legion. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
See,
it
I think
comes-
like the looting drink is just more rare, and I think that's why people were talking about it.
When it comes to like the whole Bethesda thing, that makes more sense because you can make an argument. It's like, okay, Bethesda with them owning the publisher, they're able to get these games exclusive. But you tell me they bought Kojima Studio?
Nah, I don't think they bought,
No.
but I mean the potential.
Oh, you're talking about the
of,
whole
like,
looting set? Nah, yo.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, Death
Like,
Stranding
is
came
that
on
didn't come with the
PC,
collector's
right?
edition? That's what
Death
I'm
Stranding
saying.
is
So-
multiplayer. It came on PC. He probably was just a fan of the game and got. Look, there's a Switch back there. Does that mean he gonna buy Nintendo?
Yeah, you
Like,
can
what
buy
is
it.
No,
like-
but what I'm saying
That's
is
what I said.
about the looting
I'm confident
statue
he's trolling.
itself.
But you know
Like,
what wouldn't surprise me is if he put a bunch of shit back there and one really is true.
Yeah, now that
Then you got to find out which the one thing is, which hopefully is.
But it's like the shirts for
Well, people
E3.
saying
He can't
Ubisoft
use
is
shirts,
just-
so he's using it with actual stuff. But he
Yeah.
could literally just be trolling you. He knows people look at the back of him now.
Yeah,
So
because
he
the
can
thing
literally
is,
just throw a bunch of shit
here's-
out there.
they had recently gone back to the office, right? You got to think about it, right? By the time Watch Dogs released the game, they were away from the office. Like they were all working from home, right? So that statue, I think some of the stuff that's back there is recent. Like,
It's
like,
recent because he's putting it there, so we'll talk about it on podcast. He's
But hold up,
trolling
like the
you
thing
guys.
is, like he said, like he used to wear T-shirts and shit, right?
Mhm.
He used to give you hints, the T-shirts at the conferences, at the E3 conferences. Okay, that's one. Then everybody started noticing the shit that they put in commercials and the shit that he has in his background. So then everybody just started to pick apart. Oh yeah, what else does he got the back there? I've never heard this man mention a day in my life that he was like a huge Kojima fan. Never. And I've watched all the interviews. I've never heard it. But hold up though. But I'm just saying, if he had like the baby back there that came with the collector's edition, I wouldn't think shit of it. Like I'd be like, all right, he got the collector's edition. All right, should he rocking with it? He got the fucking statue. I don't know how many people have the statue, and I don't even know where to buy them. So it was just like
it's a complete reach.
I'm
sorry. No, I'm
That
not
nigga's
even
a
reaching, though.
complete
Like,
reach.
that's not even a reach. Like that's just I'm just paying attention to it. I've never seen him mention it.
What out of curiosity?
And he usually says that he plays the games and shit, right? I haven't seen him play Death Stranding on the PC this whole damn time.
Let's just say
I mean,
this,
anything. That don't. All right, go ahead.
let's say they did come out this like June, July. It said they bought Kojima Productions, but he's part
I
of the
ain't saying
first
they
party
bought,
studio.
like, that's a
what
reach. Now,
do you
that's a
think the reaction? I don't want them buying that company because I don't like
No,
Kojima's
hell
games at all. But what do you think the reaction would be? You're like,
No,
part of me feels like it would be like, oh, he made Death Stranding.
Crazy.
Go
People go
ahead,
crazy.
keep that shit. Like,
Yo, that
No, a lot of
I
people would be
wouldn't
like,
even want
nah.
to
A lot of
buy
people be
that.
capping for Death Stranding now. A lot of people are like, oh, I really wanted to play the game, and yeah, I guarantee that would
he
happen.
could keep.
too.
I don't. If he bought Kojima Productions because of like how Death Stranding turned out, I'd be very
Thought a potential
disappointed.
Silent Hill, the like type of thing like that, but I wouldn't want him to buy it. At least just like get the game on the console, like cool. But like to
No.
buy them, fuck no.
I'd be disappointed if he did anything with
I'm not
them. I don't
making
like
none-
that
anything of
company
that.
at all.
I think
I would just only want him to do it so Jeff Keighley could stop sliding Xbox.
Oh yeah, well, stop sucking that, man.
That would low key work. That would low key work.
Yeah. No, that would work.
I just think that it's too obvious. It's just screaming. You know, we're wanting you to. If it's going to be something that is actually a reputation of something they're doing in like real life, it's
Yeah.
going to be something small, something that you're never going to notice, and very few people do.
All right.
Like, that's crazy because it's like last thing, it's just like with the headset and shit. I like the Series S in the back. Like, it's like they've been really strategic with how they play stuff or like how
Yeah, but
they
that was back
make
before
commercials
people
or
were paying
marketed
attention.
for stuff. Yeah.
But
somewhat.
now, look what happened. The moment that happened, dude, Tom was the one that posted that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, he put that straight up there. He knew what he was doing. Phil knew exactly what he was doing. I'm gonna throw these on here. I'm gonna go watch my favorite 5 podcasts, see what they think. Like, imagine being in a position where you could put something on a shelf behind you, and people automatically assume you just threw out like $400 million and bought a company. Like,
All right, so a week from today, right? March 3rd. If any of you, I'm gonna go round table and then we're gonna get out of here. predict some Xbox related news that could take place roughly a week from today. Let's start with dope. If you're paying attention.
Probably another Xbox event for March, something like that. They'll probably announce a little like hour, 30-minute event, and talk about some things that are happening this year. Show off some more games, things like that.
So you think a Xbox Wire post announcing an event coming up will be
announcing an event, something
Okay.
about Bethesda along that line, just like the finalization of the deal. What does it mean? And then they'll probably tease some titles. I don't think they're gonna really announce too much until later in the year. I think a lot of the excitement is gonna be built up for their online event that they have planned for the summer.
Okay. Nick,
Yo,
did you hear my question?
no, I didn't hear it.
I said a week from today, try to predict something like an Xbox news or announcement that could potentially happen a week from today.
A week from.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think we're gonna hear something more from the backwards compatibility games. Those
Okay.
boost moves.
Yep. Okay. It's fair.
That's probably more realistic, you know.
Logan.
Couple things. I would like to see if they pop out a release date for Scorn. That's one of the games that I'm kind of looking for. Maybe show a little bit more off of that. If the whole Ludens thing and stuff, I would be excited if Death Stranding came out on Xbox because I thoroughly enjoyed it. As you guys know, I bought 2 copies of it. One I sent one I sent away today to Dover J. So I think that's just a couple of my things. Maybe some new game announcements. Who knows?
Swans.
Maybe I think Xbox will buy Anthem. They'll buy it. They'll bring it back.
All right, what was the question, bro?
Try to predict an Xbox announcement or something of some sort next week that we'll probably be talking about.
Next week.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is happening next week?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Try to predict.
No, like what type of thing they do? Man, I don't know. Shit. I don't see them really saying anything. Shit, unless there's some more like FPS boost or titles or maybe like we said, man, it's that Death Stranding, man. Let's be like, hey yo, shit, we got Kojima over here. Like we ain't buying him or nothing. But I'm just saying, shit, we got Death Stranding on the way. Like I'd be like, all right, I fuck with it. But other than that, ain't shit, bro. They ain't saying shit.
Righteous.
Um,
do you
I
think we
they're
get
gonna
something to answer like PlayStation State of Play or no?
I mean, they're due for another Xbox. What was it called? Xbox.
Showcase, game showcase, or Inside Xbox? Oh,
No,
Inside Xbox.
Inside
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're due. Nah, but my thing, if I was predicting something to announce next week or something like that, I mean, to me, it's like more controllers, more colors, with more controllers and stuff like that. Death Stranding coming to Game Pass this summer, and Microsoft Microsoft is going to buy Nintendo because if we make that correlation because we've seen the Luden statue in the background that Death Stranding is going to come to Xbox. Well, Nintendo Switch is also in the background.
About me reaching though.
So
okay.
yeah, I know. I mean, why not? Well, Nintendo Switch was in the background, so we might as well.
Reach.
Yeah, so they're gonna buy Nintendo. I mean, it's the same type of reach.
Big reach.
I'm just gonna say this.
Definitely not.
If you look at that Switch on his shelf, all right, why is it in the stand? Where is his TV? I mean, why is that
facing him? Why is it in the stand facing him?
Exactly.
Why is it there? There's no viable way of using that Switch there.
The Game Pass is coming to Switch.
Game Pass for Switch confirmed right there.
Game Pass for Switch. Exactly.
Addict, you.
There's no reason for it to be looking like that.
I don't particularly expect any type of news this week.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't either.
If I'm hoping,
what's his name? Posted on Twitter that what was that? Who leaked that? that he said we're having a Bethesda.
Jeff Grubbs.
Crub.
Jeff Grubbs.
Yeah, Jeff Grubbs. I mean, I don't know if that's true. I would assume it is because it seems about right time. But you know, because of this COVID thing, we don't know what's going on. That could literally get pushed back to June. We don't know.
Mm-hmm. That happened a lot last year when people like Jeff Grubbs or other people would say, "Hey, well, PlayStation is gonna have a state of the play on this day," and then it ends up getting like pushed back or not showing up on that day or some shit like that. So anything can change. So it might be an event next month or not.
I think for next week, I think it could be. I mean, some of you guys some good points. That another update to FPS boost select titles. I think the maybe something related to Bethesda could happen. I won't be surprised, however, if there's a St. Patty's Day controller revealed, the green themed St. Patty's
I told
controller.
you another controller.
So you were like,
I mean, the green and white one would make sense for that part.
Yeah, it would. It would.
Especially if they did it like the Pulse Red and what was the Sonic Blue or whatever one.
Mm-hmm.
They did that like green and white. I mean, yeah.
I think that is a good chance. But I want to say thank you guys for everyone who showed up today. Appreciate you guys. We had about 180. 190, I think, viewers in here today. Make sure you hit that like button to get those engagements up. We will see you guys again next week. And if anybody wants to smoke and Madden, you know what I mean? Come see your boy Kid Smooth. I'm always down to play. Right now, I'm taking advantage of all these new Xbox Series owners because that's who I can only play with when I'm busting their ass. But yeah, man, hit that like button, subscribe. We thank you all for coming through. Shouts out to everyone. Let's keep it gaming as always. Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you are on the other side of the globe. We're out of here.